This is a call by concerned citizens on Prime Minister Najib Razak to allow Bersih 3.0 to go ahead peacefully at Dataran Merdeka on April 28th. We, the undersigned, wish to express our profound disappointment at the numerous obstacles that have been put in place by government agencies, especially the Police Diraja Malaysia and Dewan Bandaraya Kuala Lumpur, to prevent the planned peaceful gathering of Bersih 3.0 on 28 April 2012. We recognize that these agencies are either under the direct control or influence of your government, but we are sure that you, as Prime Minister, concur that they should strictly observe and practice administrative neutrality and not be seen to serve the partisan interests of the ruling parties. It is disheartening and unacceptable to see these agencies behave in a way that is in direct contradiction to your promises of a more open, democratic space for Malaysians. We wish to emphasize that the right to assembly is guaranteed by the Federal Constitution. The only limitation is that such assembly must not be a threat to national security or to public order. There is nothing to suggest that Bersih 3.0 will be such a threat. We also note with concern that various groups have been making threats against this planned peaceful gathering. Recent events in Dataran Merdeka, where students engaged in a peaceful demonstration, have been attacked by thugs, show that such threats are not to be taken lightly. You have promised a reformist agenda, and we expect you to uphold your pledge. Furthermore, due to your power over the bodies mentioned above, we wish to assert here that any untoward incidents instigated by any of these bodies shall be held to be your responsibility. If you believe in democracy and clean and fair elections, now is the time to prove it. Allow Bersih 3.0 to go ahead peacefully. I'd like to emphasize here that what's happening or what's planned to happen tomorrow is absolutely within the rights of the citizens of this country. The Constitution is clear on this. We have a right to assemble. And all the excuses that have been made by the DBKL does not fit into the limitations which are clearly stated in our Constitution. This is the right of the people, and there should not be any hindrances to this at all.
We are concerned citizens who are here in our individual and personal capacity. We are not tied up with Bersih. We are not speaking as wearing hats as heads of organizations or other NGOs. We are appealing to the good sense and statesmanship of the Prime Minister to demonstrate that he is the Prime Minister not simply of UMNO and Barisan parties, but he is the Prime Minister of the country. Show the world, show Malaysia that he really and truly is embarking on a reformist agenda of democratization. He has the authority to overrule DBKL, the police. He has the authority to make a phone call and allow Bersih to gather at Dataran Merdeka. We hope that he pays careful consideration to this appeal and to the concerns of all citizens in this country, that their right to freedom of assembly is protected.
I'm a concerned citizen today because we don't distinguish between responsible action and responsible agency. My last Malaysia Kini column actually wrote on the subject, and I told Tan Sri Ahmad Fuad, please act as a responsible actor, not an agent. An actor, according to as our law lecturer just clarified, an actor understands the law and does what is right and good for the good of the country and the people of the country. An agent follows wrong instructions, and it's up to us to guess why it's wrong. That geography called Dataran Merdeka is where I used to play rugby. Playing for Malaysian under 23, okay. When we played, it belonged to Selangor Club. Okay. Now it's called Royal Selangor Club. That land was sold in some arrangement between Selangor Club and City Hall, and they handed over because of public interest. City Hall wanted to build an underground car park and use the upstairs, the ground where the geography is, the field is, for public interest. Events like Merdeka Day celebration. Otherwise, Selangor Club, they want to play cricket or hockey or rugby, they cannot use. So in place of that, they gave the Dataran, what is it called, annex in Selangor Club, next to the KLGCC. If you go there, the new Selangor Club is there. So only the club, what's called the white and black building, belongs to Selangor Club. The field they have moved. Now why did the federal government take over, it was City Hall under Tan Sri Ilyas Omar. They took over and gave because they want to use this place for public interest. And if you told Selangor Club then that, no, we're going to use it so that City Hall can own the property, I don't think they would have sold it. Unless we understand the history of this country, understand that a lot of people fought for Merdeka and what the meaning of Merdeka is, then you will try and stop a people movement called Bersih, trying to clean and ask for fair and clean election. You stop them using force, the police force. Let me say one more point about the police force. It's called the Royal Malaysian Police Force. I suggest that the IGP talks to the Agong and asks whether he wants to Agong wants them to use force. It's a Royal Malaysian Police Force. It's not UMNO Malaysian Police Force or Barisan National Police Force. Please understand the royal meaning of the word because it's protected under the Constitution. The institution of the royalty is protected, preserved for the just and fair purpose of public interest.
I think we all know that our Prime Minister has been telling that we have got the best democracy in the world. Now, do I call it subjective, objective? I mean, I don't dwell, okay? But if you say it's the best democracy in the world, Bersih, right from 1, 2, have demonstrated very clearly that they are non-violent. We are there for a genuine cause. We are concerned citizens. All we are asking is, please do the right thing. And is our Prime Minister and the Barisan government worried? Because probably they have not seen such well-organized peaceful gatherings before. So maybe they do not want a precedent, I'm sorry. But I think we have a very concerned group of people and who are interested to just come and say, we're just sitting here. That's what they say.
If anything happens, should Bersih or unhindered be held responsible? Because they have choice.
Yeah, you know, we are not Bersih members, and no, you know, my personal opinion is that Dataran Merdeka is a suitable and appropriate place, and that the government should approve of it and should not play politics on this matter.
So do you think that if anything happens, both Bersih and unhindered will be held responsible because they have an alternative? It's not a no.
It's not up to the government to offer alternatives. It's up to the government to respect the constitutional rights of the people of this country.
And to facilitate the peaceful assembly.
Dataran Merdeka has been used for all sorts of things. The excuses made by the mayor does not make any sense. How can you say a private company celebration is a national interest celebration and then you don't allow something like this? Right? It is a public space, it is an open space, it is easily accessible, it is perfectly within the rights of the people to assemble there. So it's not an issue of alternatives, it's an issue of not respecting the people's rights from the word go.
MalaysiaKini.com.
Malaysia Kini.
For the Malaysia Kini,